Hi, I just thought I'd talk very briefly about roles and hiring people to start work in artificial intelligence. So, obviously, it's very early. We don't have job titles for these people yet, but I imagine that most organizations are going to need somebody in charge of AI. So, what kind of skills do they need? Well, ideas are cheap. I've talked before about having an AI evangelist, and I have a spreadsheet for tracking those ideas and opportunities. We certainly don't want to just buy people licenses. We know that doesn't do anything, it's just a waste of money. And we know that projects to implement and make changes with AI often don't get to production because it's too soon. And when you've got new technology, you need to implement it at the right time. So that's the first skill you're going to need, somebody that recognizes the opportunity and when's the right time. Let me tell you a quick story about this if you've got a moment. If not, you can skip this bit. I worked with a guy at BBC Research and Development, and he realized that it will be possible to take black and white footage that was filmed using by pointing a black and white camera at a screen that had the original color information encoded in it. But he had to wait about 15, 20 years for technology to exist so we could use that to recolorize the original footage. It's fine to wait, but you need to know what's happening. And by tracking the opportunities effectively, once the technology is ready, you can implement it. So if you imagine you've got it in the lab, you've tested it, it's not ready for production, maybe there's issues around reliability or compliance or hallucinations. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work eventually, it's just not quite there yet. So you can park that. The person or people that you have responsible for artificial intelligence need to do a few different things. They need to take people with them on the journey. They need to be able to explain and articulate how the technology works and how it can be used. They need to understand some of the deep technical aspects of getting these things moved over. They need to be able to create, document processes and bring in new processes to the organization. And they need to encourage everybody from the top to the bottom of the organization to take on these changes. It's not going to be very easy to find the right person for this role. So I'm not sure quite how it's going to work yet, but I know we're going to offer as part of our IT leadership some kind of fractional chief AI person. But I want you to think really hard about it's not about the ideas, it's about getting stuff over the line that adds business value. Because if it doesn't add business value, it's not that valuable. And I don't imagine for 1 minute we're going to just go, well, AI can do this, we'll get rid of half of our staff. What's more likely to happen is people's more valuable skills, they spend more time on those and less time on busy work. At least I hope that's going to happen. We will have to wait and see. Maybe AI only businesses will be a big thing, but I think there'll be a lot of pushback as well from people that just say AI that doesn't work properly. So there's certain areas that I've talked about before where AI will work really well. But your AI evangelist, head of AI, whatever you're going to call them, they need to be documenting and identifying the opportunities and then getting stuff over the line. So that's it. It doesn't seem that long since I was speaking to people about, hey, you should use electronic mail, or you should have a website, or we should move you to a Microsoft server. Technology moves really quickly, and the process of managing it is always very similar. You've got to restructure and redesign things, and that takes some time. But having somebody who understands it, has been through this process a few times, could be extremely valuable to your company. Just some ideas to mull over. Anyway, that's it for today.